We're joined here by Versus, local rap artist. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing good.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. How's your time been during this whole COVID times?
It's good, man. It actually really forced me to develop my creative and artistic process a lot more. Right, had a lot of free time on my hands, so just worked on a lot more music than I ever had. Been really consistent, dropping songs and features and entire projects. So it's been good.
That's really good. What platforms do you usually use?
To release music, my music is released on all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, all those ones. I've been dropping a lot of videos on YouTube and all that. But yeah, I try to be as active as I can on every social media platform, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Just try to diversify and be ready for everything, pretty much.
Right. How long have you been rapping?
So I've been writing since I was 15, so around 10 years, but I've been only releasing music on these platforms for the last 3 years.
15 years?
10 years since I was 15, yeah, so 10 years ago, yeah. And that's when I started writing, but it was probably trash in the beginning, right? And then I got better and then started recording and releasing around 3 years ago. So that's when I really started getting serious with it, and that's when I knew I wanted to do it full time. Yeah.
And it just took off? Was it pretty fast or was it kind of slow?
No, it's slow. It's definitely a slow process. I mean, it can be different for everyone, but for me, it's definitely been a gradual thing. But I would say the last year things are going very well, and it started taking off a little more. I worked with, more important rappers and artists, and that definitely helped get some exposure. So yeah, this year it's starting to take off a little, so we'll see where it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the most impactful year you would say you've had?
It would definitely be this one. Yeah. I worked on my biggest project. My album Invisible came out in September, so just around 2 months ago. That was definitely my biggest project, and I was able to work with Royce the 5'9", which is a huge rapper and one of my favorite rappers of all time. So those things definitely helped. So I'd say this year and hopefully next year we'll top it off and do even bigger things.
Royce the 5'9"?
Yeah.
Is that local? Royce
the 5'9", no, he's a Detroit rapper. He works with Eminem. He has entire albums with Eminem.
Wow.
He's one of the biggest artists in the game. Definitely a lyricist, so someone I've always respected. I'm working with a lot of rappers. Some of them local, Canadian, some of them American. It's pretty much an international thing. Yeah.
What do you mean by lyricist? Give me the foundation of
what criteria.
Yeah.
So MCs, lyricists are rappers that really focus on what they say, on the wordplay, all the technical aspects of hip hop that are not really what you would find mainstream wise nowadays. So Eminem would be the most mainstream lyricist there is. Tech Nine, Hobson, these guys are all people I really respect, and that's what kind of made me fall in love with hip hop, was that aspect. It was the lyrics, the wordplay, the bars. There's a lot of people doing it, but it's not usually what you hear on the radio.
What do you mean?
On the radio, you'd have a more mainstream sound. Nowadays, there's a lot of importance given to the beats, which is great. We have great beats going on in hip hop, but sometimes they kind of lose the message, and what they say doesn't really matter as much as how it sounds.
So just making music to make it?
Yeah, pretty much. And focusing a lot on the beats and on what would go, to the clubs. The music they play at clubs is usually not something you hear and be oh, this is very deep. I relate to this message. It's just something you vibe to, right?
Right.
So that's one part of hip hop. It's always been there. But I fell in love with the other part, which is, the lyricism and the message that they convey in their songs. That's what I try to do in my songs anyways. That's what I relate to.
So kind of do you like NF?
Yeah, I like NF.
Similar to that?
Yeah, and I would say NF is definitely trying to build his own lane as a lyricist and go in that direction for sure, yeah.
Who is someone you inspire to be? Someone you look up to?
I mean, as corny and typical as it sounds, Eminem is my biggest role model and inspiration. He's what kind of got me in the game. First rapper I've ever listened to. My dad actually played it for me when I was a kid. That's when I kind of started listening to hip hop. So Eminem would definitely be a big one. But I respect. I listen to a lot of old school hip hop. Big, Tupac, Nas.
Right.
Those guys. So yeah, I would say that's my inspiration.
Do you know Curtis Waters?
No, I don't actually.
So he makes TikTok songs. Yeah, so he blew up in Calgary. I think it has around the song he used. I think it has around like 1 billion listens.
1 billion.
Yeah, 1 billion
Wow.
replays on TikTok.
That's crazy.
Yeah, blew up here in Calgary and then went to LA.
That's great. Yeah, well, that's how it works. Right? When you blow up, you have to move out of the city, apparently. But yeah.
Are you trying to stay here? Or are you trying to?
No, I think with my manager and my team, we always talk about it. We're trying to build enough of a fan base and platform, but we do know that eventually we'll probably have to move to maybe Toronto if we stay in Canada, LA if it's the US. It really depends where. It depends whose attention I guess we attract, right? If it's any labels or anything like that, we'll just kind of go with the flow. But
Right.
there's not too much going on here, music wise and hip hop wise. So
Yeah, it's pretty lacking.
Yeah.
For certain. I think I have most of the artists, but mainstream artists in Calgary is kind of weird. It's like anything over what, like 3,000, I guess, is mainstream.
you would consider that mainstream?
Yeah, for Calgary.
3,000 what, like streams on a
Followers.
song?
Their followers on like
3,000.
Instagram.
Okay.
Or like they're like celebrity status in Calgary. I think it's like 10,000.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird to me, man. Like that. That's not celebrity status to me. Like I'm over that, and I don't consider myself a celebrity. Right? I'm just doing my thing. But yeah, it's weird. I guess the numbers have to be readjusted when we're talking about Calgary. But
Yeah, it's its own niche.
Yeah.
Sadly. But
yeah,
do you think Calgary's booming, or do you think like we're slowly getting there, or do you think it's just
music wise,
like everything
music-
wise, like social music,
Um,
influencers?
I mean, I've been in Calgary for like 6 years now, so I don't really have that much to compare it to. But I would say that on social media, I do see more and more things going on, and bigger profiles, bigger followings. So maybe that's a good sign. I wouldn't say particularly in my field, like in the hip hop music industry, I don't see too much going on. There's a lot of people, rapping and doing their thing. I just don't see a huge following or something that big that would, blow up on that level. But you never know. I mean, things can, especially nowadays, things can happen very quickly, as you said, right? All it takes is like one TikTok to go viral, and
Yeah.
it can blow up. So you never know.
Are you making TikTok beats?
TikTok beats? No, I'm not sure what that is exactly. What do you mean by TikTok beats?
So like the Renegade, how it's like
Yeah.
it's just a 10-second song
Right. Okay.
that you can throw random dance moves into.
Yeah.
So it's a simple beat that you
Okay.
can easily do movements to, or you can
Okay, I
dance
see.
to,
So like basically make a song with the intention of it
being on
going
TikTok.
big on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I understand. I don't know if that's the way I want to go in terms of, because I feel like I would be sacrificing my own artistic process in order to blow up on one platform in particular. I don't think that's the way I would want to do it, but I'm definitely trying to be as consistent as I can on TikTok. It's definitely the platform to use right now.
Yeah, no, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like, it's funny because you see artists who blow up off TikTok
Mhm.
and they get labeled as a TikTok artist.
Yeah, that's the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the risk. It's a matter of, I mean, there's so many rappers that blow up in so many different ways, but then you kind of have that reputation of being, as you said, a TikTok artist or a YouTube rapper. Like there's this term, YouTube rapper, right? So I'm trying to do as much as I can to not have one label. But yeah, you never know what people see you as or label you as. I guess it's whatever.
Yeah, there's some songs that are not considered TikTok songs.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And you've heard like the artists go on Twitter being like, guys, this is not a TikTok song.
Yeah, exactly. Like even Savage Love, right? Like that song is so huge
on TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone just references as, oh, that's a TikTok
It's
song.
a TikTok song. Yeah. Nowadays, if I hear a song and I've seen so many TikToks, that's what I call it. Oh, like that song blew up on TikTok.
Yeah, even the Renegade TikTok song.
Mhm.
Which, I mean, it's kind of like nice to know, your recognition, but is it the recognition you want?
No, I don't think artists would be appreciated with that.
No,
I don't think they'd like that label.
because it's not what they're striving for.
It's not, and also like the fan base on TikTok is different. Like the people using TikTok
Demographic is a lot younger.
Very different demographic. Yeah, you don't want to only be famous with those people, right?
Well, I mean, it's nice because they grow up like remembering
Yeah,
it.
no, of course. I mean, it generates revenue. It gives you the following. It helps you be more famous. That's all good. But as a label, I don't think it's what you're striving for.
No, I don't think so. It's like Vine. Whenever you think of Vine.
Yeah.
Do you watch Vine?
I did, yeah.
Who do you
Back
think
in
of?
the day.
Like, who's the first person comes to your
I
mind?
honestly don't. I don't know enough.
Any
like,
videos?
Any videos? You know what? One that because I've seen it reposted on TikTok. That's actually how I got reminded of it. Was the oh man, how do you? It was the guy like just rhyming word like surprise. You remember that one? Like surprise, and then he just like has different disguises and French fries. Okay, can you curse on this podcast?
Yeah, it's all up to you.
Anyways, it was like I don't know how to describe it, but there's a few of them. I'm not good with names. I know many of them like then translated to like YouTube.
Yeah, like David Dobrik.
Oh yeah, David. Oh, he was a Viner.
Yeah,
he's huge on TikTok now, right?
He's huge on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, everything.
Yeah, he's pretty big. I've seen him work with Borat when promoting the Borat movie.
Yeah. I don't know if he got paid for that. I've been trying to figure that out because Borat's huge and he's huge.
Yeah.
That's like a partnership.
It could be a collaboration, yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like thinking, I'm like, yo, because David is worth minimum $300K for ads.
Okay, yeah.
It might be 5. That was about a year ago.
We did. My manager and I contacted a few TikTokers when promoting a few songs. Like we were just curious in how much they charged in using your sound. Like my song is the sound. I think we got in touch with Addison Ray's manager.
Oh, it was Charlie like 60, manager. 80, 90?
It was insane. I think at the time, it was months ago, so they're even bigger now. But at the time, it was like 35 or 40K US for a 15-second clip.
Oh, I remember when it was trending that her minimum was like 60. It's like 2 months ago.
Maybe they were offering us a discount, but either way too much money for us to invest in. But
yeah, I mean, it might be worth it if you have the money to spare, but it
you
almost
have to be. Again, you'd have to have a song that you know is going to blow up on TikTok. And we never really like specifically tried to build a song for TikTok.
Right.
So maybe if one day we decide to do that, then we'd invest. But I don't think it's worth it with just a general song because you never know how it will perform, right?
Yeah. I mean, that is 10 million views. Like, it's guaranteed.
Minimum, yeah. Guaranteed, yeah. Yeah, they're pretty popular.
Yeah.
Insane.
They don't transition all over the place, though. I don't know if you pay attention to that.
I do. I try, yeah. No, they're exclusive, almost exclusive to TikTok. I know they start their own YouTube channels and stuff.
Yeah, but they're not like built for it, which is like I might get hate for that. I don't know, but the videos they're not like YouTube videos. Okay, they're not YouTube quality. No. They're not David Dobrik.
No, yeah, and I think that what helped them really blow up was being like early adopters too, right, for TikTok.
Well, Charlie blew up in 1 year.
Yeah, Charlie.
Like last year.
Yeah.
Just because she's really good at dancing.
I don't know if she's really good at dancing. Well, she just does a lot and posts a lot. And,
that's true.
And it's pretty, yeah.
Well, she is good at dancing, though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not my field, so I'm not going to judge. I'm sure she is, but yeah. No, good for them. Honestly, like, it's not. I never see it as a bad thing. Like, I'm always fascinated by like how that happens and how you blow up so quick and to that degree. Like 95, 97 million followers. I don't know what she's at now, but it's insane.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yep.
The thing she blew up in a year, that's even more like crazy.
It's crazy. And the whole family's doing like pretty good, right? Because their sister, Dixie, is it? Yeah.
She did a deal with Venmo. I think it's Venmo or Vimeo, one of those two. She got $4 million for a 10-second video. Her dad got a Rolls Royce and on the board.
That is insane. Man.
Yeah.
And for example, like that's one of my favorite rappers. His name is Token. I don't know if you've heard of Token.
Maybe listen to his music, but
yeah, he's getting pretty popular on TikTok as well. And he's what I would consider a lyricist, but he was probably the most successful lyricist in translating to TikTok. And he did so well on TikTok that he started filming videos with Dixie and Charlie and stuff like that. So,
wait, does he wear like different colored clothes?
He's the guy that does like the duets and is always staring at the camera and rapping very aggressively, but like with no emotions on his face. He blew up with the duets because so many people duetted his videos.
Is he the guy who made that music video of him on a plane and falling, holding an umbrella?
Yes, that's okay. Cool. Yep, that's cool.
Yeah, that song was crazy.
Yeah. That song is 30 People. Is the name of that song?
I'm not sure, but it's all him, right?
Yeah. He has like 100 different disguises
of himself.
Song. Yeah.
I literally went on YouTube and I'm like, what is this song and why is it trending? Because I'd never seen it. And I saw him like with Dixie, Charlie, and I was like, oh, that's...
Yeah, that's the guy, yeah. No, he's an amazing rapper, and he was able to translate his success into TikTok as well, which is pretty rare.
He did it really well, though.
He did, yeah. And he kind of like started making fun of himself because he knew that the hardcore hip-hop heads would eventually make fun of him.
Yeah.
So he kind of anticipated that, and he made fun of himself for, like, now his biggest following is on TikTok. and he said that people recognize him in the streets as a TikToker, whereas he's like a hardcore rapper, right?
Yes.
So he kind of laughs it off, but yeah.
I think it actually what did good for him, because I fell into this, was I didn't even realize he was a TikToker.
Okay.
So when I saw him trending on YouTube, because I think he was like 16th trending for the day.
Okay.
I was like, oh, it's a new rapper. So to me,
you saw him as a rapper.
I saw him as a rapper first.
Yeah.
Which is good, because a lot of people probably didn't see him.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like an equal. It's almost like good, bad.
Yeah, no, I think he has it going. Yeah, he's doing pretty well. We've my team and I have spoken to him as well. He's very. I've always like dreamt of working with him, like feature on a song.
Yeah.
He's very picky, and he's building his own brand, and he says no to basically every feature. Even huge artists, he rejected like $30,000-$40,000 for features. He's very picky, so it'll be hard, but we'll keep trying.
Well, I don't blame him too, because he's new artist, so he kind of has to.
He actually was offered a Shady Records deal with Eminem, and he rejected that.
Really?
He rejected an Eminem deal around 3-4 years ago because he was very young and he didn't want to be labeled as a new Eminem or anything like that, and he knew that maybe he still had to develop as an artist, so he actually rejected that deal, which is pretty crazy. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's like your own kind of drive at that point.
Yeah, I mean, the confidence you need and to reject an Eminem deal is pretty insane. Yeah.
That's crazy, but I actually don't see, because I've listened to his songs and I think of him as like himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see him as a creator.
Yeah.
So I don't actually even if you were to ask me to come to a resemblance of what he sounds like.
Yeah.
Sounds like him.
Yeah, he did pretty good in developing his own style. I think any rapper that is starts nowadays or when he started will pretty much sound like Eminem or someone very big at the time, because everyone's influenced by the main artist nowadays, in this day and age, and it takes a few years to develop your own style. I went through it as well. I was late, my first album 4 years ago. I just dropped on SoundCloud. I wasn't releasing music on the big platforms or whatever, but I was just labeled like a straight Eminem copy, and it takes time to start developing your own style and what you can do different. How can I sound different? So, but he did it very well. Yeah.
Did you like that or no?
No, I didn't. I like when people tell me they can see the Eminem influence, because I can't deny that. I'm definitely heavily influenced by Eminem. It's one of the main rappers I listen to and that I get inspiration from. But then I don't want to have his exact style. I want to have my own thing going on. So that's something I think I improved on the last few years.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the transition of learning that? How did you figure that out?
I think listening to more and more artists helps, because I think in the beginning, as I said, when I first discovered hip hop, it was Eminem, so that's pretty much all I listened to. And so of course anything you're gonna write or record is gonna sound like that, because that's the only
that's the only thing you have in your head.
Yeah, the only thing you know. So then I started listening to not only different artists but different genres as well, a little bit of R&B here and there, tons and tons of different rappers, completely different styles, and I think that helps to understand what you want to do and what you want to sound like. And then it comes with practice, just like anything else. The more songs you release, get feedback. I always see feedback as very constructive and helpful. So yeah.
What's the most aggressive feedback you've got?
Hateful feedback?
Yeah. Do you experience a lot of that? I guess in the early, maybe.
Yeah, even now, man, haters online are not something you can really escape from, I think.
Can't escape from the trolls. You got to embrace it.
No, yeah, exactly. No matter what you do. But I mean, nothing too crazy. It's the general, it's the general hate. It's nothing too,
Just the surface level stuff you see all the time.
Yeah, just the general stuff. And if it's something that particularly applies to me, it would be something this guy's trying to be Eminem, or this, whatever. I learned to just ignore those things.
Right. Yeah. Did it take you it hurts at first though, right?
It does. Yeah, it takes time. Just like everything, once you experience rejection the first times, it's gonna hurt, right? You're gonna be, and you take it personal because you put so much work into something, put your time and effort into building something, and then people, are hateful or whatever. But just like everything, you get used to it, and by looking at other artists that I respect and still seeing how much hate they get, it's like, okay, listen, it happens to everyone. Once you understand it happens to everyone and that you can't escape it, I think it gets a lot better.
Yeah, it takes time. You see that a lot in social media.
Oh yeah. Well, it's so easy to hate on social media, right?
Oh yeah, hop on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. Because they don't know who you are. You're not dealing with someone face to face here. Yeah.
That happens a lot. It happens a lot to TikTokers.
Mm-hmm. Because there's a lot of hate on TikTok.
A lot.
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen the comments, but it's like 90% toxic.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I do.
It's crazy to me how like toxic things can get.
And it's crazy because the demographic is
just children.
Yeah, it's kids like that are 11, 12-year-old kids are just savages and just hate on everything. I don't know exactly what's going on, but sure.
They have no chill, and it annoys me more when they make like the fake accounts. So they just make an account,
spam accounts or whatever. Yeah.
And they just spam you with just comments, and you're just like, yo.
Talking about TikTok, I think didn't Billie Eilish just make a TikTok? Like
I do not know. No, that's news to me.
Yeah, I saw. It was actually funny because I like Billie Eilish. That's one of the artists like non-hip hop that I actually like respect. I think she's pretty chill. Not that I know her personally. But, I saw a TikTok of her. Like it was like the scam filter.
Like the one that goes the blue one.
Yeah. It was clearly that's like the most trending thing right now.
Yeah.
And so it was her doing that, but the account wasn't verified or it didn't say Billie Eilish. It was a random account. So I was like, I'm not sure if this is her or whatever. That video got like 150 million views.
And it's not verified?
And then the day after it got verified. So I think it was just like how the account was set up in the beginning. It takes time for TikTok to. So now she has like 15 million followers or whatever already.
Shoot.
On the first day. Yeah.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
She will probably outrank Charlie.
Oh yeah, she can be by far the largest and higher following on it. Yeah,
that's kind of scary. Not gonna lie, it's like an artist to hop on TikTok.
Yeah,
because now it's like association, like which one.
But she's so established and so popular outside of TikTok that right now I don't think it would hurt her career.
No, it wouldn't. But like, imagine if she only did TikTok, that would hurt.
That probably
like a lot.
But she's like
she's Billie Eilish.
Yeah, she's exactly.
Are you verifying TikTok?
Not on TikTok, no.
Do you have your Instagram linked?
On TikTok, yes.
Usually they verify you if you're, because you're verified on Instagram,
I am verified on Instagram, but I don't think I've been consistent enough with TikTok, or I've only had like one or two viral videos, as you call it. I think it takes a little more than that.
Oh, usually they like Insta verify you.
Really?
If you're verified, yeah.
Interesting. Is there like a process to do that? Do you apply anywhere?
Oh, actually, no. Okay, no. So I think it's because we're in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Usually what they do is they verify you if you're verified on Instagram. Mm-hmm. If you live in the States.
Oh, there you go.
Because you know how we don't get paid?
To move in the States.
Yeah. You don't get paid for using TikTok in Canada, but you do in the US.
Oh, you don't in Canada? Not even if you reach like the creator fund or whatever?
No, there is none.
Wow. Okay.
Well, as of right now, but they're establishing it here in Canada.
They don't pay that much.
No, but like if you get 7 million, it's a nice little check. Yeah. Or even $1 million.
I've seen, I think they paid like less than Spotify, less than YouTube, less than pretty much any platform.
Yeah, I think like 7 million views is like 3,000 USD, which is about like on YouTube, that's like 1,000 views is
7 million streams on Spotify would be 28,000.
$28,000? Oh, yeah. Wow, you really don't make anything on TikTok.
TikTok is super low. That's why I've never seen it as I have to make TikToks to make money or whatever. It's just a thing to expand your following and just have fun, honestly.
Wait, so 7 million streams is 28,000 on approximately? Mm-hmm. So what is 1 million?
4K.
Okay.
So forth, yeah.
Huh. Mm-hmm. That's not bad. That's like YouTube CPM, I think.
Yeah, it's still not. I think it's still very low and not enough. But it is what it is.
Have you seen how Spotify's buying up all the podcasts?
Yeah. They bought the Joe Rogan one.
Yeah, they bought Anchor and a few other podcasts. They're signing, just like nuts. Like podcast industry is like arms dealing right now. Yeah. Which is insane to me.
It'll be you.
Yeah, I'm in the right spot for the right place, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's like perfect timing. Mm-hmm. What are some things that you aspire throughout like your days and weeks of making music? Like what inspires you to continue?
I'm just very hungry for it. Like I want it really bad. I've been wanting it. First of all, I love the process. You have to be in love with like the journey in order to eventually have the outcome actually happen. I just love making music. I love going to the studio. And I think, I don't know, I usually like I'm very honest and pretty vulnerable in my writing and in my songs. Anyone that has listened to my music can probably like know me pretty well to a certain degree. So I just, anything I go through during my day, I like writing about. And yeah, I don't know. I just love writing and expressing anything I have on my mind. So that's what gets me going.
What's your favorite song you've written? Do you have one, or
Yeah,
is top three?
it's tough. There will be a few. I can name a few. Like one of them is Invisible. That's the name of my album that came out in September. First song on there is Invisible. Um, and that talks about like just pretty much me growing up. It's just the whole story of me growing up and how I started making music and how that gave me confidence. It talks about some mental health issues I've had in the past, like OCD. So it's a very personal song, which is why I like it a lot. I have another song called Sorry and Still Sorry. Those are like Still Sorry is pretty much Sorry Part 2. Those are like relationship songs talking about my ex and all that. Also very personal. I think like the more personal I get, the more I enjoy the song because it really like connects and I just like expressing like the deepest or like most relevant feelings I have.
Right. Talk about mental health.
Yeah.
OCD.
Yeah.
Did you like cope with it, or
Yeah.
still dealing with it?
No, I cope with it. There's like, there's going to be some things that are left there that are like, you know, come from the OCD that I had in the past.
Are these pictures annoying you?
No, I'm not OCD like that. That's actually, yeah, there's different types of like OCD, right? Mine was mainly like intrusive thoughts, just things in my brain. I'm not like a neat freak or anything like that. This wouldn't annoy me.
Yeah. It's annoyed some people.
Yeah. Did you do it on purpose?
Not intentionally.
Okay.
It kind of looks like it, right?
Yeah, but no, I did cope with it. I've had it pretty much all my teenage years until like let's say like 2-3 years ago. Yeah.
How like what was it like, the process?
The OCD itself?
Yeah.
It was bad. It was I got to a point where I was pretty much in my own head doing like these weird rituals or whatever for like 15, 16 hours a day. So pretty much the whole day, including some of like not sleeping at night. So I pretty much wasted like years of my life because I wasn't able to like focus on other things or have healthy relationships with other people because I was in my head the whole time. And then I didn't know it was OCD. I didn't know what it was called. I just thought it was me. I just thought it was weird, right? Then when I like kind of Googled the symptoms and started looking, I was like, oh, like, this might actually be something other people have.
Wait, so when did you Google it?
Like 3 years ago, 4 maybe. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of late into the game, and doctors couldn't help.
I had no idea. Well, eventually they did once I actually started seeing one.
Oh.
But in the beginning, I had no idea what it was. I just thought it was like part of who I was. It was whatever. Like it was so different than what other people experienced that I was confident that no one had it in the world. I was confident that I was just like, and then I started realizing that like this guy is talking about the same issues I'm facing, whatever. And that's when I got better. That's when I started, seeing someone trying to actually fix it.
And how long did the fixing take?
It didn't take too long, actually. Once I knew what it was and could talk to other people and get some help, and rap was the biggest, I think, help I got from it. I started pretty much anything that came into my head, instead of like staying in my own head and overthinking things, I would just write it down and make songs. So that's really how I started rapping. Which is why like music has always been super therapeutic for me. And then got a little better, and now I'm good.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and what was the other part of the song in it? It was mental health and
just me growing up with, part of it was me growing up with the OCD. But yeah, that song Invisible, we actually have a video coming out in December. It's going to be my biggest music video I've ever done here in Calgary. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's a pretty personal song. People enjoyed the song a lot, so I think the music video is going to do well as well. We'll see.
How was life growing up?
Other than the OCD, it was good.
Yeah.
I can't complain, man. I've always had an amazing family, super supportive. Both parents, siblings, all supportive. I traveled a lot growing up. Canada's like the 8th country I'm living in. So I was just lucky, man. Like my parents, for their jobs or whatever, we just kept moving around. So, I love traveling. I learned a lot, from different cultures, different people. I'd say I'm blessed, man. I really am. I'm not, which is not typical in rap, because usually they come from a different upbringing and a very like harsh one or whatever. which also gives them good stories to tell in their music. For me, like I would say the harsh reality I faced was like the mental health stuff. Other than that, I'm pretty happy. Can't complain.
What was your favorite place that you lived?
I lived in India. I was a kid, so I don't remember too much, but I do remember liking it a lot, and people were super nice. And then I did my whole high school in France. So obviously, like I still have friends there, and I miss it. I miss it a lot. I really enjoyed France. I'm Italian, born in Italy, so I always miss Italy as well. I only lived there for 3 years, but yeah.
Is English your first language?
No, Italian would be.
Italian.
Yeah.
How many languages do you know?
4 fluently. Yeah.
Which languages? That's crazy.
Well, English, obviously, Italian, right. Spanish, and French.
Fluently.
Yeah.
Did you learn this while you were living there?
Yeah, French I did. Yeah. I didn't speak French at all before I got there, and then just had to learn it for school. And I was there for 6 years, so that was enough time to master it, I guess. And then Spanish, I only lived 1 year in Spain, but my stepdad is Spanish, so hearing him talk around the house, practicing with him helped a lot.
That's crazy. 4 languages. What's your favorite language to speak?
Let's see. I really like French. I don't know why. I really, really like French. I think Italian. I'd probably say Italian just because it's the most natural to me because I speak Italian with my family all the time. So
right.
I enjoy it. But from the ones that I learned, I'd say French.
French?
Yeah.
Do you have any French songs?
No. I've actually. That's something people tell me all the time. Like, why don't you do a song in like rap in 4 languages or whatever?
That'd be crazy.
It would. But then. So there's 2 things with that. First of all, you'd go into being, like we were talking about labels earlier, you'd become the guy that is famous because he raps in different languages, not because he's good at rapping, right? So that's one risk associated with it. And then the other one for me personally is just that it takes so long to master one language when you're rapping, especially when you aspire to be a lyricist, and all the technical things, the behind the scenes that go into writing just take so long that my rap in other languages just wouldn't be the same quality as English. So I don't want to have a song where like my English verse is amazing and then everything else just sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that'd be a crazy song. That's all I gotta say.
And maybe it's gonna happen
like a
in
single,
the future.
Maybe a single.
Yeah, maybe a remix or something like that. We'll see.
You should do that for TikTok. That's like do a if you wanted to. This is a brilliant idea, and I know a lot of people would probably love it. Is if you did something in 4 languages.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'd be like, here, I'm gonna rap in 4 different languages and just rap the same verse. Yeah, the same verse.
Like say the same thing.
Same thing. And then just different beats and then go harder and harder and harder. And then be like 4 languages. Outdo me.
See, that would probably be a good idea for a TikTok.
Yeah.
Not for an actual song, but for a TikTok. Yeah.
That'd get a lot of people duetting that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people. And then you can just like throw something random in one of the languages.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe deliberately say something wrong in like French.
Mm-hmm.
So then everyone who's French,
comments,
and then it just adds traction to it.
Yeah,
just the marketing.
Great. Yeah.
How is your marketing?
I think it's good. I mean, we're aware that we have so much to learn still and to do better and improve, but we got better with it. Yeah.
Is all your team like individual taught or you guys? Yeah.
Yeah. We're all like friends that are just helping out. But yeah, we try to promote as much as we can on all the platforms. As I said, I've been lacking on TikTok. That's why I got into it again recently because I know I've been lacking. I've been like postponing it because I just didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I saw some of your posts on Instagram. Like they're like they're re-rapping. Yeah.
And those actually do pretty well, even on Instagram.
Duets are a big thing.
Yeah.
Like if you just wanted to do duets, just it's simply put, like it won't affect you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can just spam like 5 of them a day and you'll get followers.
Yeah. I enjoy duets. It's fun.
I know a friend of mine, he was telling me that this girl, she was doing 20 videos a day for about a month. Yeah. A month and a half. I know. Mixed with duets and everything else. And she has 1.7 million.
Yeah.
That's the kind of dedication.
The last few days we've been studying the algorithm on TikTok.
You figured it out?
We figured parts of it out. Posting multiple times a day helps a lot because let's say you have a video that is doing well, that went kind of viral, right? Not even too viral. Let's say 100K. Like let's say after a week, like it slows down and it just stops at 100K. It doesn't keep growing. Once you post again and you're regular, they will reboost that video that was doing well and put it on the For You page as well. Just as a kind of reward that you've been consistent with the app. they will reboost that video that was trending.
Mm.
Yeah. So we figured that out. So for example, like I had a video, didn't do too crazy. It was like 20K, whatever. It stopped at 20K for a few days.
Right.
And I posted again, and now that video's at 30K. It kept going up. Yeah. So we figured it's a trial and error thing as well. Like we posted so many TikToks that we thought were really good content and would go crazy, and they don't.
No, the kids want the cringe.
Yeah.
They don't want the good quality.
Yeah, it's insane. Whatever. We'll get used to it.
That's funny you say that, because usually when it comes to something viral,
yeah,
what we usually get told is just like pretend like that's the only video that's going viral when you post it. So if you post something that has like 1 million views, just anticipate that to get views, and everything else is going to be reset to your following.
Yeah,
that's usually like the typical. Most of the time, people are like, oh, I hit 1 million, and they keep posting, and they only get like
exactly
300-400
which
views.
Is what happened to me. So instead of the new videos doing well, they just keep boosting that viral one.
Yeah, like that specific
video. And I think it's because for like newer artists or newer TikTok users, they can't put you on the For You page too many times with different videos. Like they can't, like you'll see Charlie 10 times on your For You page or Addison or whatever, but you won't see anyone that is not too famous.
Actually, I never see famous people on mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess
but that's my algorithm. Yeah.
Watch, yeah. I guess I watch Charlie and Addison.
Too many famous people on your TikTok.
Yeah.
Mine's weird.
Yeah.
I have the weirdest TikTok page. It'll go from like politics to like edits to something so random.
Yeah, I have a lot of soccer and FIFA, which is how I know the algorithm works. But other than that, I get some random videos as well.
Spam like 6 things, because TikTok sometimes will deliberately kind of shadow ban you.
Yeah.
If you don't post even for a day, like the shadow ban is aggressive.
Yeah.
So you have to keep it super relevant.
Yeah.
Not to mention like everyone else is competing.
Yeah, and it's going to slowly become oversaturated, just like Instagram and Facebook.
It is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Took a few years. Yeah.
Was it a few? Like 2? Has only been off like 2-3 years. Like Musically, TikTok. It used to be Dub Smash. If you ever used that.
No.
You heard of it?
Even Musically, I don't think I used.
Did you hear of it though?
Yeah, Musically, I did hear of it. Not Dub Smash or whatever.
Not Dub Smash.
No.
What are the other apps? Do you Snapchat?
Not really, no.
They just added a new feature to it that has like a For You page.
That's what Instagram did as well, right? With Reels.
Yeah, it's just weird that it's on Snapchat.
I think Reels is the way to go now too. I see a lot of Reels doing well.
Yeah.
A lot of people that don't have a huge following and they don't get engagement on their posts. They get insane engagement on their Reels.
I know. It's like, it's so interesting.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing that too. There's a lot going on, man. A lot of different platforms and stuff to do.
Reels is definitely the wave, because it's still so new that like even
it's pretty much TikTok like 2 years ago.
Yeah. And because Reels are so new, like Instagram doesn't even like know all the algorithm to it. They just dropped it and now they're taking information from it.
Yep.
So it's like you can take advantage of it nicely.
Yeah.
Because I know there's like some meme pages. Do you follow My Fix page? Have you heard of it? It's a meme page.
No, I don't think so.
They only have like 3,000, but all of their reels get over like 30,000.
Yeah, It's crazy. Yeah, I've seen that.
It's like
I don't
nuts.
know why I haven't posted it.
Start it.
Yeah.
Right after the podcast. Gotta get started on that advertising.
Yeah. No, I was planning on doing it for the new remix. I actually had Tyler Hero, the Jack Harlow song.
I do not know.
It's like trending right now. It's a pretty good song, amazing beat.
Maybe I do.
I took that beat, remixed it, and the video was supposed to come out at noon today. Got a copyright violation from Warner Music Group, so I'm releasing it tomorrow. Hopefully there won't be any issues with like doing a few adjustments to the beat and whatnot. But I was planning when that drops, upload the video as a reel as well. So that will be my first reel. We'll see how it goes.
It'll do good. So you got copyrighted on what? Like
on the beat.
On YouTube? Or like
on YouTube, yeah.
Was it like after you posted it got copyrighted? Or
yeah, like a second after I posted it.
That's weird. And you remixed it, right?
I remixed my verse, but I had 2 versions because I knew this could happen, especially on Spotify. They usually flag it when you use the beat, the original beat. So I did 2 versions. I did one with the original beat and one with a kind of a remake of the beat, hoping that it's not an issue. But the video had the original beat, which is why I think it got the violation. So tomorrow I'll be uploading it with the alternative version, and hopefully that will work out.
Right. Did I already ask you what your favorite album is?
Favorite album?
Yeah.
Favorite album would be the Marshall Mathers LP. Eminem. It was 2001.
Marshall Mathers EP.
Marshall Mathers LP. Yeah.
I haven't.
I'm sure there's like tons of songs from there that you know. You
Yeah,
just don't know them. Like the real Slim Shady is from that album.
Okay, yeah. He was really good. Like, did you watch the whole drama between him and Machine Gun Kelly?
I loved it.
What song did you prefer most? Well, I guess you're biased, but
yeah, I am biased. But there's also like I think for anyone into rap and that again,
like who won? Like real facts. Like who won?
Eminem. It's not even. I don't even argue with people that argue otherwise. So there's no point in arguing.
The only thing I did like the beat that
I mean MGK is gonna have the most catchy song, right? Because again, we go back to the mainstream. That's what he does, right?
Yeah.
He has that catchy hook or whatever. But if you look at the lyrics and what was actually being said, I don't think there's a
like Eminem won. Yeah. What do you feel about him going to rock and roll? MGK.
Oh, I mean whatever works for him. Honestly, I don't follow him too much. I don't really listen to a lot of MGK, but I think his album did pretty well, right?
Yeah, like his guitar sold for like 10 or 20K, I think. The guitar and the.
Oh, clearly he's doing good. Like he has his own lane. He's been doing a lot of different things as well, not only music, right? He acts too.
Yeah, I kind of like him as an actor.
Yeah, so clearly it's working out for him.
Yeah, I always thought he was a rock and roll
artist.
Yeah, because he looks like one.
Yeah, I guess he has that style, more of a rock and roll style. Yeah.
Like I'm not even like don't try me. I'm not gonna lie. Because I didn't know of him until the whole Eminem beef.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
so
like Eminem
that should
literally put
already
him
tell
on.
you who won the beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was looking at him like, yo, this guy looks like he should be holding a guitar. Like nothing about him looks like a rapper. Yeah, must have heard me in the clouds.
There you go. Yep.
I kind of like his style though, but
yeah, he has a pretty unique thing going on, and he's very successful. Like no matter if I listen to someone or not, you can't hate on them being that big and successful. Like that's just props.
It's facts.
All of them, yeah.
What's your symbol or your, I guess like label? Because you know how Eminem's. Wait, am I saying this right? You know Eminem's like his hoodie, like over his head.
Yeah, or like something that like differentiates.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact term, but yeah. What is your thing?
Honestly, I don't know, man. Like I never did it because Eminem does it, but I also always like most of my videos are with my hoodie up. That's just how I like to dress. But I don't know. I don't know if I have like a particular thing that differentiates me style wise. I've always said I think one of my favorite lyrics, going back to that Machine Gun Kelly beef, was "You dress better, I rap better."